Your brain is currently being audited, and you are losing the case. Imagine waking up at 7 a.m. Before your feet hit the floor, you reach for your phone. In 30 seconds, you have processed 3 global crises, 4 work emails, and a dozen targeted advertisements designed to exploit your insecurities. By the time you pour your first cup of coffee, your pre-frontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for high-level financial decisions, is already exhausted. This is the burnout tax. In the hyper-accelerated economy of 2026, where markets move in milliseconds and the cost of living is a moving target, your attention is your only appreciating asset. Yet most people spend it like hyperinflationary currency before breakfast. Economists call it decision fatigue. I call it a $1,000 leak in your monthly budget. We've been sold the 5 a.m. club lie for a decade. The idea that you need to run 5 miles and drink a gallon of electrolyte water to be successful is a productivity myth designed to sell gym memberships. The reality of high-performance finance is much quieter. It's about biological regulation. If you earn $100,000 a year, your time is worth roughly $50 an hour. When you are burnt out, you don't just lose hours, you lose the quality of those hours. You make the easy choice instead of the right choice. You click the express shipping button because you're too tired to wait. You miss the subtle shift in the market because your brain is foggy. You pay for convenience to compensate for your lack of clarity. When you add up the missed opportunities, the impulse purchases, and the medical costs of chronic stress, the math is undeniable. Burnout isn't an emotional state. It's a line item on your balance sheet. So how do we plug the leak? It's not about doing more, it's about sensory anchoring. The system works through 2 specific neurological triggers, scent and touch. In the first 2 minutes of your morning, before the digital world invades, you need a sensory reset. High performers are increasingly turning to ancient tools for modern problems. First, scent. In 2026, we understand more about the olfactory bulb than ever before. It is the only sense with a direct line to the amygdala. By using a specific, consistent scent, like a high-grade traditional Attar, you are creating a Pavlovian response. When you smell that specific wood or resin, you aren't just smelling a perfume, you are sending a chemical signal to your nervous system that the work state has begun. You are anchoring your focus to a physical reality, bypassing the digital noise. Second, the tactile counter. Many call this a Tasbih, but in the context of cognitive finance, it is a grounding mechanism. The act of moving beads through your fingers for 3 minutes isn't just a ritual, it's a manual override for your heart rate. It forces the brain to synchronize physical movement with breath. It moves you from a state of reaction to a state of observation. While the rest of the world is frantically scrolling through algorithmic chaos, you are spending 5 minutes calibrating your most expensive piece of equipment, your mind. The uncomfortable math is this: the difference between a retail investor who panics and a wealth manager who stays calm isn't their bank balance, it's their cortisol levels. When cortisol spikes, the blood flow to your logical brain literally constricts. You become biologically incapable of making a good financial decision. The hype says you need a new app or a better subscription to manage your life. The reality is that your brain is an analog machine living in a digital furnace. It needs analog cooling systems. This routine, scent anchoring and tactile grounding, costs almost nothing, yet the dividend it pays is massive. If it saves you from just 1 impulse purchase a week or gives you the clarity to negotiate 1 better contract a year, the ROI is mathematically superior to almost any stock in your portfolio. We live in an era where everyone is trying to optimize their output. But if your input is stress and your process is chaos, your output will always be expensive. Zoom out for a moment. Look at the macro implications.
In a world of AI-driven noise and instant gratification, the rarest commodity is a calm person. Markets are built on the movement of money from the impatient to the patient, from the frantic to the focused. By taking 5 minutes to regulate your nervous system, you aren't just self-improving, you are positioning yourself on the winning side of that transaction. The question isn't whether you have 5 minutes to spare. The question is, can you afford the price of entering the day without them? Because the market doesn't care about your intentions, it only cares about your execution. And you cannot execute from a place of exhaustion. Tomorrow morning, the phone will be there, the crises will be there, the noise will be louder than ever. Will you pay the tax, or will you take the dividend?